everybody? It's Kelsee Brianna J, and today I have a treat for you all because, as you all may or may not know, your girl is utterly obsessed with fragrance. I love fragrance so much, and since being in quarantine, I feel like that love has intensified, and now all I want to do is smell fragrance and buy new fragrance and just grow my fragrance collection because I am enamored with it. My love for fragrance started when I was a little girl, but I definitely feel like I've honed in on that love during this time being in the house because scents take me to another place. It's like an escape for me, and whenever I smell things, it evokes memories of good times, and so I think that's why I have dived so deep into the fragrance world, and I've just been buying so many new ones. So I wanted to come on and give you all a spring fragrance haul because I have, I don't know, 15 of these things that I want to share, and some of them were sent to me. I will tell you all which ones were sent to me by who, what, when, where, how. You know, I will not keep you all in the dark there. Also, I find it fun just talking about fragrances, how I experience them, because I'm not a professional. So I'm sure you all are not coming here to get the complete breakdown of a scent. You all want to know how I feel about it, and that's the most fun way for me to play with them. So I'm not going to hold you in suspense any longer. So the first scent is a scent by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And this is actually a recommendation from Michelle Wong. This was sent to me by an amazing company called Twisted Lily, and they are not sponsoring me. They sent this to me for my consideration, but they did give me a commissionable link. So if you all choose to shop on their website through their link, you'll save 10%, and I do receive a small commission from that. So thank you so much if you do choose to. But they allowed me to select one of their fragrances from their site, and I have been wanting to try this because Michelle said that I would like it. This one is Aqua Universalis. Let me scoot over a little bit so I can insert some information here. Aqua Universalis. It smells really good. It reminds me of something from my childhood. It's very citrusy. It smells almost like lemon starch. You all know spray starch, but of course it's very, very refined in the way that it smells. It's very fresh. It has just a hint of green to it, but it's more citrusy than anything. It really reminds me if I were standing next to a lemon tree and, you know, a combination of a little bit of woodsiness with a lot of citrus. I would wear this if I were wearing white. You know, it's a very beautiful day scent, very fresh for spring. It reminds me of something crisp, like if you just ironed some linen. That's what I like about it. It's really, really beautiful. It has a little bit of floralness to it. Like if I wanted to put on something to pep me up, there's no way you could put on this scent and feel sad. It's an instant mood booster. If you all want to shop this one on Twisted Lily's website, again, I will have a link down to their website down below where you can save 10% on this fragrance, as well as hundreds of other fragrances that they have on their website. They have a lot of niche fragrances. So thank you so much, Twisted Lily, for sending this over to me. And I definitely have a few other ones on my wish list that they have on their website. I'm like, So thank you, Twisted Lily. Next, I have a white box from one of my favorites, House of Sillage, and this one was sent to me as well. If you all have not checked out our episode of Behind the Beauty that we did with the founder, Nicole, as well as Alex, who works at House of Sillage, definitely make sure you check that out. I will have that linked in the description box. They sent over an amazing scent, and you all know I love House of Sillage's presentation, so you know, it's gonna come in that box. This one is called Emerald Rain. And y'all look at this bottle. I always am impressed by the bottle alone. It has all of the Swarovski crystals here. It's just like the detail is just amazing. It has the name of the fragrance engraved here, as well as their brand. And then I just love the cupcake. I have an entire display dedicated to House of Sillage scents, as well as House of Sillage bows. Like, I'm always here for it. They're definitely one of my favorite fragrance houses. So let's go ahead and smell Emerald Rain. That's that grown woman smell right there. So this one is very, very spicy, and it's very warm. Not typically something that I would go towards, but I do enjoy this smell. It's not really giving me a lot of springy qualities for the daytime. I can see myself wearing this at nighttime on a date night to a very, very sophisticated location. You know, this gives me grown woman, like I said before. When I smell this, the type of person that I envision wearing this scent is Claire Huxtable or Michelle Obama. It's like sexy, sophisticated. When you smell somebody wearing this, you know they're not here to play. You're here to get what you came for, and that's that on that. It's non-negotiable. I can smell the amber in here. It's very woodsy, but like I said, it's just sexy. I don't typically go for warmer scents, but when I do, I need it to be interesting like this one because you cannot quite put your finger on what you're smelling, and that's what I like so much about House of Sillage fragrances. I just feel like they're just really different. This has just a little bit of a powderiness to it, but not so much where it reminds me of like a traditional powdery scent, kind of like the ones that Chanel gives a lot. This one has a little bit of a twist to it, so it's almost animalistic. But trust me, if I'm going somewhere where business needs to be handled, that will be pulled out. Thank you, House of Sillage, for sending me another cupcake for me to add to my collection. So I have another scent that was sent to me from Roja, and I actually reached out to them because I wanted to work with them because I have been looking at these scents on their website, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna reach out and ask if they would like to work with me. It cannot hurt to ask, and they were so prompt in responding, and I was hyped. They told me I could select a scent, and I selected this one. This one is from their newest line, their Essence line, which is a lighter version of their parfums. And I already knew I was going to be in for a treat because, honey, look at this presentation that you get with their scents. So if you all have never heard of Roja Parfums, look them up. They are so different, and I just love everything about their aesthetic. I had never personally smelled anything from their house, so I was just super happy that they took me up on my offer, and I truly appreciate them for agreeing to send this to me. So I'm excited to give you all my thoughts on this. Y'all know I love some purple. This bottle is super heavy. I'm here for it. It's going to be a beautiful display piece. Everything is luxe, all right? This is something that sounded so interesting, and I was like, I really wonder what this smells like. So when I smelled it, I was like, yeah, this is as interesting as I thought it was. So look at that mister. It's super fine. I don't have any mister like that in my collection, so this is super unique. So I was excited about that. I don't even know what I'm smelling, and that is a compliment. This is unlike anything that I've ever smelled before. It smells like a Creation R. It says that it's warm and dry. It's a fresh, sweet, and leathery scent. A little bit naughty, a little bit nice. Risque is the mistress of the misled. What first appears to be a well-behaved beauty reveals itself to be rather unbuttoned. A fresh and fruity opening of bergamot and peach is met by the sweetness of rose and chamomile to introduce a breezy personality. And there's also oak moss and cedar wood that conforms to the notions of propriety. I like this, y'all. I mean, when you spray it at first, it smells a completely different way than when it dries down. And when it dries down, it is one of the most unique scents you will ever smell. This is something you have to put your nose on. You have to smell this for yourself and determine if you'll like it because it is so different. I don't even have anything that I could compare to because it's just different. I'm excited to have it. When I first got it, I was like, I thought I got Risque, but then I guess Risque is Creation R. Any fragrance that has multiple names for it, you already know you are in for a treat. This is definitely something that I would wear during the nighttime, and even though it's an essence, which is a lighter variation of a parfum, it is still very, very fragrant because these scents are made with so much oil. They are going to last on you. I sprayed a spray of this one day, and I smelled it for the entire day, and I sprayed it on my skin. So that goes to show you that this stuff is the truth. But like I said, you need to smell it yourself because it is just so different. And I can see it smelling different on everybody because everybody has different body chemistry. I just think it's super interesting. And I want to smell all the other ones because I feel like they all are going to have that different element to them. So it's nothing like it. I've smelled thousands of fragrances and I've never smelled anything like this. So that's why I thought it was really, really cool. And thank you again to Roja for sending this over to me. I'm going to be wearing this at night. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm spraying it on at night. So I love it. And like I said, this mister, Chef's kiss. Next, I have a few from one of my favorite fragrance houses. Y'all know I love me some Creed. The first one that I want to share is Virgin Island water. Y'all, I smelled Virgin Island water once and I was like, nope, no. I did not like it. On paper, it smells kind of alcohol-y. It doesn't really give the true essence of what this is going to smell like on your skin. I feel like the true beauty of this scent jumps out when it plays with the natural scent of your body. You know, on paper, it kind of smells lemony and it does smell like tropical something. It wasn't until I sprayed it on my skin one day and I was like, I get it. The people at Creed are geniuses. I feel like they are master blenders. They are going to blend stuff to perfection. And I always am impressed and love everything that they do, honestly. I wouldn't put this in the category of a gourmand scent because it's not heavy like that. As you all see, the actual juice is still clear. So it's still going to be light and fresh and airy. This is something that I would wear on vacation. Like, this is definitely a Jamaica scent, a Bora Bora scent. Whenever you want something that's fresh and clean and reminds you of a good time on a beach somewhere, this right here is what you need to put on. And this is definitely unisex. So I can see my boyfriend wearing this. Even though it's a little bit sweeter, on him it's going to take a completely different turn than it does on me. Which on me, the sweetness kind of jumps out. But I don't like really sweet scents. Stuff that smells straight up like candy is not for me. I need something that has a little bit more roughness to it. And this definitely gives you that perfect balance. So I love this so much. Definitely spray it on yourself if you're like me and was kind of like, apprehensive about it. Spray it on. You'll smell the amazingness of it. Next is a scent by Creed that I've had on my wish list for a long time. It is called Asian Green Tea. And to me, it smells faintly like green tea. I do have to be careful with this one because if I spray too much of it, it has a tendency to kind of give me a headache. It's not extremely strong at all. It's just something about one of the notes that's kind of piercing to my senses. So I have to spray and walk into it. And even spraying and walking into it, it has a good amount of staying power. I like it. It's very citrusy. It's just as citrusy as the first one that I showed, Aqua Universalis. It's like citrusy and then it's more green and then it's fresh. So again, this will be something that I would wear during the daytime, something that I can put on right now, and it would just go with the day vibe. Super brunchy like. The green tea is not apparent when you first spray it. It's something that becomes more apparent with the dry down. But like I said, I can't wear it every day. It's something about it. It's just kind of like, ooh, 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 that's kind of a lot. You know? Now this is one that I have been wanting, but I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it. This one is Creed Love and White for summer. So this is a lighter version of the Love and White scent, which is available all year round. Well, Love and White for summer is specifically intended for summer. And if you all know anything about Love and White, it comes in a white bottle, and that one is Michelle Obama's signature scent. And it's a beautiful scent. It's one that I'll probably wear on my wedding day or something like that, but definitely not something that I'll just wear on a regular basis because it's so sophisticated, it's so soft, it's so beautiful. It just reminds you of something delicate. It's the lighter version of Love and White, but to me it has just a little bit more extraness to it. Love and White for summer is more woodsy than it is floral, and the original Love and White is more floral with just a dab. You know what? I don't even smell woodsy in the other one. This is my everyday summer scent for sure. It smells like you got some business to handle, you got somewhere to be, but also you probably are gonna go to happy hour afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of partiness in there. Sir Christian Louboutin. I ordered another one of these fragrances because I wasn't 100% happy with the original one that I bought. And one of the essays at Saks was so kind enough to send me some samples of different fragrances from Christian Louboutin. So from there, I was able to select one that I absolutely adore. And it's this one. I mean, the presentation always blows me away. I love the red lacquered box. I love this. Like, this is heavy as I don't know what. Like, it's almost too heavy to just sit here and hold. And my heart goes out to you if you have this and you drop it on your toe. Because This part is heavy as well as this part. So definitely be careful with this one. This is not something that I would travel with. But if you do choose to travel with it, they do have an alternative top in here. So you can alternate the cap if you wanted to take it with you so you don't have that big heavy, you know, ornate cap that they put on the top. This one is Louboutin. And just based on the description of that, I was like, I'm not going to like it. Because I think it says something about strawberries and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that sounds too fruity. Let me read it to you. The top note is strawberry. The middle note is rose. And the base note is cedar. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to like it. That don't even sound like anything I like. But then when I put my nose on it, I was so impressed. Oh, it smells so fun. I love it. It smells like a fun day out with the girls. Like if you were hanging out in Miami, walking around on South Beach, pre what we're going through right now, you know, getting some drinks, hanging out, saying hey, looking cute. This is perfect. This reminds me of something that a kid would like, but it's the adult version of that. Like this just is a good time. Next, I have some scents from Jo Malone. So these ones were actually picked out for me by Vicky J. And I want to say special thank you to her because I have been wanting to go to the CCO. And CCO stands for Cosmetic Company Outlet Store. And I don't have one anywhere near me. The closest one is like 5 hours away. And so she has one that she goes to regularly. So she popped in. I asked her if she would buy some stuff for me. I'll send her the moolah for it. She was like, okay, cool. And she was like, you know, KBJ, I feel like these scents right here smell like something that you would like. You know, based on your last fragrance video, you were talking about the descriptions of the scents. She selected these for me. She's like, I think you'll like them. And I think she did a really good job. So the first one is definitely one for the springtime. So this one is Tropical Cherimoya. Cherimoya? So this one is very fruity, okay? So I wouldn't typically go towards it unless somebody like kind of steered me that way. Because just looking at the colors, I'm like, that looks like it's going to be too fruity. But it has a little bit of a balance there. Because it has a little bit of a floralness to it, but it also has a little hint of amber. So it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's like a tropical jungle where you have the flowers and you have the sweetness of the fruits there, but also you have a little bit of dirt. It doesn't have those dirty notes in it that I know a lot of people don't like vetiver. This doesn't have that, but it still smells exotic. And that's what I like so much about it. I would wear this one in the evening time if I were going to early dinner with a friend. This is a safe bet that most people are going to like the smell of. The top notes are passion fruit and pear. The middle note is cherimoya. I don't know what that is. It looks like a fruit. I wonder what it tastes like. And then it has some tonka bean in there, so it kind of grounds it. So that's what I'm smelling. The little bit of edge there. And then she selected white moss and snowdrop. And this one is not for spring. This one would be for wintertime. It smells so crisp and wintry, and I like that a lot. This one may have been limited edition, so it smells kind of citrusy, but it also smells like snow. If snow had a distinct smell, to me, this is what that would smell like. It has a little bit of floral to it. It's a little mossy. It's a little bit green. It reminds me of Christmas time and a fresh tree that you went outside and chopped down that already had snow on it. And it says it has snowdrops in there. I'm like, what does that mean? Smells good. I like it. Vicky J, you did a great job. Thank you so much. I love something that's very clean, very crisp, slightly masculine. Not fully masculine, but just a little bit of that masculinity dripped in there. That's my vibe. I love that so much. So next, I ordered this one from Nordy's because I was walking through the other day. I smelled it. I wasn't sure if I liked it. I sprayed it on my wrist. But then when I got home, I smelled it again and I was like, yo, I can't stop thinking about it. And it's a newer launch from them. I do believe this one is limited edition. And this one is their Red Hibiscus Cologne Intense. So it's a little bit more intense than their typical fragrances are. So this one is very floral. I love the hibiscus element to it. Hibiscus flowers are my favorite flowers. I think they are beautiful. I actually have some hibiscus flowers tattooed on my back. I love them so much. Oh, it smells so good. It's just different, and I don't have anything like this in my collection. I think I like orange. A lot of the scents that I have today have notes of mandarin orange, and I'm looking at the top note and I'm like, oh, another mandarin orange. All right, I'm noticing a pattern here with myself. This is an everyday scent, easy scent. It's intense, but it is not overpowering. It is not something that is going to be like, woo, you know, it's just a really nice, refreshing type scent. Y'all, this whole area smells real good right now. So next I got some scents from Bond No.9, which Bond No.9 is the first brand that I dived into for expensive fragrances. Because back in the day, Bond No.9 used to have this super huge display at my Nordstrom. And I would just go and smell all the different Bond No.9 scents. And I bought a few, but I always just wanted to sit there and smell them. And I loved a lot of them. And I always had a mental note for which ones I wanted to come back and get. So on Bond's website, they actually have this set that you can purchase basically of samples. And I purchased it and I got sent like 30 different samples. And so of those samples, I made a purchase of one. I wish every fragrance house had that, because then that would save you a whole lot of time, especially for those of us who just don't live close. I do not live anywhere near anywhere that sells this. And even if I do, sometimes you want to just smell stuff in peace. And you know, sometimes when you go to the store, people are hovering over you, trying to make you make a decision. They're having you smell stuff they think you'll like, and it's like, but wait, I wanted to smell this. It's like a whole thing. Buying that actually gave me the freedom to be able to smell, because I can't smell and talk at the same time. So I actually prefer that, because I can smell on my own time. But anyways, before I bought that set, I blindly bought Greenwich Village because this had gotten a lot of good reviews and I wanted to smell it for myself. So of course I dropped all this money because I wanted to smell it. And y'all, I really don't love little bitty bottles of fragrance. I like the big ones. If and when possible, I go ahead and just buy the big one. All right. I like Greenwich Village a lot. My problem with it is that it does not last on me. It's like I spray it and then I don't smell it anymore. And then I don't get complimented on it. So I don't even know if people smell it. But then also we are wearing masks. So I don't know. I like this one a lot. I just can't smell it. So this one is a fresh scent. It smells kind of like candy, but like sophisticated candy. So if Jolly Ranchers are kids, then Jolly Ranchers parents is what this smells like. The top notes are lychee, cassis, and mandarin freaking orange. The middle notes are peony, water lily, and jasmine, and then it's a ton of base notes. It has a little bit of vanilla in there, which I'm picking up and I'm smelling that. It smells really good. It smells attractive. It smells fun. It smells like something that I would wear on a fun date night. But it's definitely something that you can wear with a white tee, some jeans, cute little shoes, and keep it pushing. It's a cleaner, fresher candy scent. And like I said, it doesn't smell too gourmandy. It doesn't smell too much like sugar. It's like a nice little hint of sugar, but then it smells interesting. A lot of people were comparing this to Baccarat Rouge 540. And I smell the slight similarity that people are talking about. However, Baccarat is more intense. And I think Baccarat smells more velvety and less like candy. This one smells like the younger version of Baccarat, or like the more daytime version of Baccarat. If you don't want to wear Baccarat because you feel like it's a little bit too heavy, then Greenwich Village is perfect for you because it's super light. Is it my absolute #1 favorite? Can I live without it scent? No. But do I like it? Yeah. But this one right here, look at this packaging. I almost was like, you know what? If I don't like the way this one smells, I want to buy this one either way it goes, because like, look at this. It's so cute. Nolita. Oh my gosh. This packaging is everything to me. It's just phenomenal. So let me open her. This is that one. This right here. Y'all, I clearly love me some oranges, because the top note is tangerine and freesia, and then the middle notes are lily and jasmine and rose. The base notes are amber, musk, and sandalwood. This one is so good. It's floral, it's citrusy, but it's more floral than citrusy. It has some woodiness to it. It has a little bit of rose in the background. And on me, this one is a people pleaser. It's a #1 stunner. People are always like, what are you wearing? I love it. This one is top 10 in my entire collection. I could go ahead and safely say that. I love Nolita. My collection will not be without it. I hate I didn't get the one with the rhinestones. I saw it after I bought this one. Always I'm going to have that. I have to have Nolita, period. So I have two more scents, and both of them are from the same house. So they are by Clive Christian. And I knew I wanted to have this one. This one is Rock Rose because I actually smelled it when I did a collaboration with Scentbird. They allowed me to select one of their samples. I smelled it. I loved it. So I knew I wanted to have a full size. But then, I don't know what I was on that day, but I bought this one blindly. And I was like, you know what? How bad could it be if they created something as genius as Rock Rose? So this one is Crab Apple Blossom. So this is the presentation. You know, it comes in a box, as it should. There's branding everywhere. This looks very, very classy. It comes in another box. And here we are. It's fit for a queen. It says the Crown Collection, Crab Apple Blossom, immortalized in 1886. It reimagined for a new era. They said they used the finest and most concentrated ingredients for an unparalleled complexity and richness with a powerful royal heritage unique to the world of perfumery. So I guess this is an image of the original one. It's not that big of a bottle at all, but the saving grace of it is that it is comprised of mainly oils. So you do not need to overspray this at all. Overspraying could cause you to have a headache, you know, because it's very potent. So the main accords of this are that it's a woody citrus scent, which, you know, I love that so much. I'm going to go ahead and spray $5 of a spray. Just kidding. This one is different. It's very, very, very different. This one has apple blossom, sea notes, and bergamot as the top notes. And then the middle notes are mojito and rhubarb. It smells like that. And then the base notes are driftwood and sandalwood. It smells like an applewood martini. I can't see myself wearing it a lot though. Like this would be something that I would wear during the day if I had somewhere to go. Like if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm not spraying this. But if I were going to an art gallery during the day, or if I were going on a picnic maybe, or I don't know, if I went on a picnic with the ants trying to come eat me up, I don't know. I would have to have somewhere to go during the day, like maybe a day party. This will be good for that because this isn't a night scent, but it isn't an everyday just throw on kind of scent either. And lastly, this one is my baby. I think this one is for men, but it's unisex. So this one is Rock Rose. And y'all, this packaging, I like it. I like it a lot. Again, you know, I'm a sucker. Y'all, I love this. The main accords of this one are that it's aromatic, it's amber, it's fresh, spicy, woodsy. That's exactly what it is, fresh spicy. And I don't have anything like that because normally when you do spicy or you see spicy, it's like a warm spicy. Almost rarely do you have a cool spicy, and that's what this is. It's like crazy, sexy, cool. That patchouli does not come through because I'm not one to love patchouli, honestly. It has to be done very, very precisely, and in that one, I don't even smell it. Ooh, I find that it's really interesting that they name it Rock Rose, but it doesn't have rose in here. That one is sexy. Love it. I can see myself wearing this on the set of Fast and Furious. You know, on a night out in New York, old New York, hitting it, shaking it. That's this. So I love all of my scents that I got. I'm so excited to be growing my fragrance collection in the way that I am. I definitely have some hot fire. Like if you all think that you have some scent recommendations that I would like, leave them down in the comment section. I'm always down to try new ones. If you all have something that'll kind of push me outside of my comfort zone that you feel like I would like, let me know. And I want to give a special thank you again to Twisted Lily, House of Sillage, and Roja Parfums for being so kind to send over these scents. Again, I will have a link to Twisted Lily's website for 10% off down in my description box, as well as links to all of the other scents that I featured today as well. So I hope that you all enjoy, and I will talk to you all in my very next video, which will be super, super soon. Smooches. Bye.